The Federal Reserve's monetary policy has a significant impact on not only the United States but also on other countries, including India and the rest of the world. Interconnectedness of global financial markets and economies, that the changes in US monetary policy can have far-reaching implications for international economic conditions. Let's analyze how the Fed's monetary policy affects India and the rest of the world. How does the Fed's policy affect capital flows and exchange? One of the most immediate and pronounced effects of the Fed's monetary policy on India through capital flows. If the Fed tightens monetary policy, it often attracts capital inflows to the US as investors seek higher yields and a stronger currency. This can lead to depreciation of the Indian rupee, making imports more expensive and potentially inflation.
The impact of Fed's actions on commodity prices. The Fed's monetary policy can indirectly influence commodity prices, including oil. If the Fed's actions impact global economic growth or the strength of the US dollar, it can affect demand for commodities. For India, as a major importer of oil, fluctuations in oil prices can have a direct impact on inflation and the trade balance. What are the effects on global economic growth? As one of the world's largest economies, changes in US economic conditions resulting from the Fed's policy decisions can have spillover effects on global economic growth. If the Fed tightens policy and slows down US economic growth, it can impact demand for goods and services globally, affecting India's export-oriented sectors. In conclusion, the US Federal Reserve's monetary policy decisions have far-reaching implications for India's economy. The interconnectedness of global financial markets means that changes in US interest rates and policy actions can impact capital flows, exchange rates, borrowing costs, investor sentiment, and overall economic conditions in India. As a result, the Reserve Bank of India and Indian policymakers closely monitor the Fed's actions and assess their potential effects on India's economic stability and growth prospects.